The best podcasts picked fresh for you. This is Podcast Pick on East Coast Radio.
I've got one. Can I
Yeah, go.
This is a proudly South African podcast where Joshua hosts a range of interesting guests, mainly from the dark underbelly of society. In one of his interviews, just take a listen here. There's an interview with a notorious gangster named Thando.
You get arrested for the first time, right? Yeah. You get put into jail. What was that experience like?
You know, a lot of people, they describe the experience like this as terrifying, but to me it was not terrifying, it was just like something new. I'm used to rolling with killers, man. I'm used to rolling with jailbirds, so I know this. And mainly my friends, most of them, they got a 28 background because Crossroads was like a 28 camp.
Thando. Guys, crazy. It's Joshua Rubin's Wide Awake podcast. Wide Awake. You can find it wherever you enjoy your podcasts.
Okay. I like it. Notorious gangster name is Thando. Very notorious name.
Yeah.
I'm joking, my guy.
I suggest you apologize to Thando first.
Thando,
yes.
Hey, my brother.
Yes, best name ever. Sorry, Thando. We all apologize to you on behalf of Sky.
Hey, you my friend, Thando.
Yeah. Did you hear the notorious gangster part?
Okay. The 28s.
Sure.
Also,
yeah.
Apologies,
Thando.
If you read our T's and C's, we do not endorse the statements of Sky Shabalala.
No.
Sky Shabalala is all alone on his statements here.
I am sorry, Thando. Okay, guys. So I can I pick a podcast?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. So I think this is a perfect podcast for me to start the year off. It's called what's this? Hamish Blake's How Other Dads Dad. Okay. So basically, Hamish is a former radio person, or is a radio person.
Is that Hamish from Hamish and Andy?
Yes, Hamish and Andy.
Yes.
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah, huge in Australia.
Yeah.
So he chats with other dads that he really admires and people that he can literally just pick up the phone and give a shout to.
Yeah.
Important people, some people that he's been looking up to for a long time, and literally just about how to approach being a dad. And in the process, he's trying to learn a little about being not being a better dad, but just to instill a bit of wisdom that the other seasoned professionals, like a Darren Maule, who's a great dad, have earned over time. So, it's a great podcast.
What's it called?
Hamish is a dad who loves to be a dad, but he knows there's more to learn about being a dad. So he makes this show where he talks to other dads so he can find out how other dads
All the kid is trying to do is practice real life and learn. You know, they don't play these fantastical games. They just play the stuff that happened to them that day. So they just want you to act like someone who's in a pet shop, but for 2 hours.
Okay, nice.
And obviously, if it's an Australian, it just sounds better.
Scott, I'm not going to lie to you. As much as other dads' advice could be good for dads, it's going to be hard for me, for my generation. When I hear an Australian, I'm waiting for the guy to say, that's not a knife, this is a knife. And it's like, I can't take them seriously in serious situations. But that's just me. If you can listen to an Australian take it serious, then How Dad's Dad with Hamish Blake, go for it, mate.
Yeah, mate. You listen to Thando, I'll listen to Hamish.
What you got? Come on, what you got?
Thank you, Daddy Sky. So, we've spoken to this particular guest podcaster before, Barret Edelstein, but today he'll be telling us about his personal podcast that is called Celeb Savant.
My name is Barret Edelstein, otherwise known as the Celeb Savant. Celeb Savant is a weekly entertainment-type podcast where I have career retrospective-type interviews with singers, actors, and industry experts. If you love music, if you love actors, if you love the entertainment world, we dive into the career, the artistry, the creativity of each individual. The podcast has been nominated by APFA as one of the top 5 entertainment podcasts in the African continent. You can find Celeb Savant on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. So guys, join me in the entertainment world on Celeb Savant.
So there you go, Celeb Savant, Hamish Blake's How Other Dads Dad, and Wide Awake. Those are your 3 podcast picks for today. Pick 1 or 2 or 3 and enjoy.
The best podcasts picked fresh for you. It's Podcast Pick on East Coast Radio.
Well, with so much to watch on DSTV and so little time, how do you know which show